And we welcome Lil'Jordan Humphrey to the Giants Huddle this week. And obviously, coming off a very big game last week, activated from the practice squad, and he and Jaxson Dart had a terrific connection. I even talked to him on the field after the game, and you had the biggest smile on your face. I don't know if you know that. Did you see it on TV?
No, I haven't seen it.
This guy was really, really happy, and you had every right to be, because you stepped up in a big spot when the team really needed you. It had to make you feel good.
It made me happy because all the preparation I put in, it kind of showed that night. You know, I feel like it wasn't my greatest game, but I definitely put my best foot forward and came out with the dub.
You know, a lot of Giants fans may not understand. You've been in the league for several years, right? You played with Breeze with the Saints. Mm-hmm. You played with Russell Wilson with the Broncos.
Yes,
you got
sir.
Russ here again, of course, and you were not stopping him with the Patriots.
Yes,
So you have endured through a number of years in this league. And I remember when I asked you about, you know, the mentality of coming off the practice squad, and you were very professional about it. And I think your dedication and devotion to being a player really showed through. Where's that come from?
Just, if anything, I'll say it's my faith. Just putting trust in God, and just knowing that whatever happens, you know what I mean, it's in His best interest. And I'm just out here just trying to, follow His path, and just, so I just stay grounded and just keep working, because whenever it's my time, it'll be my time.
What was it that attracted you to the Giants? Because you were a free agent at the time. You probably could have gone to a number of places.
Just like, it's just such a football-rich organization. It's got so much history. Wanted to come in and just help wherever I could. And, I started off on practice squad, but, I didn't really faze me. Just wanted to come in and just, like I said, help this team try to win games in whatever way possible.
Mm-hmm. If you could, you're 6'4", so you got size, you got length, you got the wingspan, you got that big catching box that I like to talk about. What is it that you want Giants fans to know about you? Because they finally got to see you on the field and produce the other day. But what should they know about you as a receiver? What do you bring to the table?
I think I bring a physical presence to the game. I kind of showed that I'm a big body, know how to use my body, but I feel like I'm just getting started. It's some stuff that I do really well that I haven't been able to showcase. I feel like I can run out to the catch very well, have some yak ability, and I'm just trying to get my feet under me after that first game, so I can try to showcase that ability and help this team win some more games.
If you could, tell me a little bit about your development coming out of Texas and coming through the league. How do you think you progressed the most as a player, and what is it that maybe some of these other organizations didn't see in you that maybe they should have seen?
I feel like the biggest thing I've developed is route running ability, just being a true receiver, knowing when and how to cut in certain situations, how to get in and out of routes, depending on defensive back leverage. And I feel like teams kind of gave up on me as like a route runner. Just kept I've been more of a blocker. That's been my role in the league, but didn't really give me a chance as a route runner. And I feel like I'm underrated, as a route runner. And I feel like I do that very well as I develop that game. So I'm just excited to showcase that ability now.
And by the way, don't underplay blocking ability, because wide receivers who can block downfield, they help create big plays.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm sure every receivers coach has told you that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, I'm never going down to play blocking ability, because that's what kept me in this league for so long. You know what I mean?
Right.
That, like, if I don't do anything, I'm going to go throw my body in there.
Now, you had a good off season. I mean, I was here at practice. I watched the OTAs and everything, and I watched training camp. It was a tough wide receivers room to crack.
Oh, yeah.
This was going to be a really nasty squeeze.
Yeah.
So how did you feel you acclimated yourself to the system, and how did you feel like it was going to go down when it got to the 53? Did you think it was going to be really close?
I mean, I knew it was going to be close. We had a lot of guys that were just coming in and making plays day in and day out. So, I mean, I wasn't really worried about what happened, because I just wanted to go out there and just showcase my ability to make plays and be a big body. And I felt like I did that in the off season. So I was comfortable with whatever decision they went with, because, like I said, I feel like I put my best foot forward in camp and OTAs, and whatever decision they made was going to be the best decision for the organization. So, and I'm okay with that.
Huddle up, get in here. If you're lined up here, you got to go over the middle with it to score.
Right.
How do we make that happen?
I don't know.
But Citizens does.
Make sense of your money with Citizens, official bank of Eli Manning.
Enter for your chance to watch a Giants road game at MetLife Stadium with a special appearance by Eli Manning, courtesy of Citizens, the official bank of Eli Manning and the New York Giants. For details and to enter, visit awaygamewatchparty.com by November 1st. A lot of us talk about how Slayton's the old grandpappy in the wide receiver room, but you've been around for a few years too now.
Yeah.
So I think it's very unfair to no, seriously, to ignore the fact that you're in that room, even though you were a practice squad earlier in the year, you're also one of the experienced veterans. So I have a feeling guys are looking up to you too. What do you think about that role? How have you embraced that?
It's kind of, I mean, it's different because, I've kind of been a guy kind of looking up to guys, because in this league, I've been the youngest guy. But now it's kind of cool just like trying to embrace the role of kind of like bringing the younger guys up and like just giving them some of the game of the league and just the game of, games, you know what I mean? So it's cool. It's cool to embrace that role kind of.
How important was it for this wide receiver room to have guys like yourself step up and make the plays that you made in recent weeks now without Neighbors being here?
I feel like it's important for all of us to step up. We got to make plays for Jaxson, and the more we make plays, the more energy we bring into the team. And if our energy up, I feel like we can do a lot of things. We can win a lot of games with this team. So we got to go out there and make plays so we can continue the energy and the good energy on the field.
I mentioned earlier you'd been on a roster with Drew Brees and with Russell Wilson, and obviously Wilson's here still. What does Jaxson Dart show you as a young rookie quarterback that makes you think like, okay, wow, I've seen some of these things in some of the greats, and I see some things here too that make me believe?
Just how he goes about his business, how he carries himself. You would never know that he's as young as he is. The way he carries himself. Also, just he demands. He knows what he wants and he demands it. And I feel like that's one of the keys to being a great quarterback. So his trajectory right now, it's sky's the limit for him. So he just got to keep growing, and I know he will. And we just got to keep making plays for him.
How difficult is it as a receiver for a guy like that who can run out of the pocket, make busted plays, extend plays like that? I can only imagine what you guys are thinking downfield while haywire is going on behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, it depends. Like if you're tired and he busts one, get out of the pocket and you got to run, boom, boom, it makes it hard, but it just makes it. I feel like guys love it, especially because he's not like just a run first QB. When he leaves the pocket, his eyes are downfield to make deliver us the ball. So I think we love it because we always got an opportunity to make a play, to go do something. Even if you cover, okay, he scrambled, we can detach from our defender and get open, find some open grass for him. So yeah.
All right, let me ask you about your other quarterback because you know Russell Wilson well as anybody here does. The impact he's had on this team, even now, while he's only in the quarterback room and not playing, he has had such, in my opinion, a dramatic impact on this whole locker room. Could you explain that to the people out there who may not understand?
I mean, Russ is the ultimate pro. He comes in and he got his routine. He's going to do that routine regardless of what the situation is. And that's just, I feel like that's rubbed off on the team a lot. I wasn't here last year, but like just to see a guy like that of his stature and come in and just kind of always doing the right things, even when no one's looking, and things are not going his way right now. You know what I mean? But he's still coming in, leading. You know what I mean? Showing up, encouraging Jaxson, encouraging the team, and I feel like that means so much to the team just to like see a guy like that and be like, okay, if Jameis can be like that, you know what I mean? I haven't, in like my position, I have no room to complain about what's going on right now. Okay. I just need to come in and work my butt off and just wait for my turn when my number's called. So you can only tip your hat to Russ because he's a true professional. All
right, let me ask you about your old team, the Broncos. This is a game that you got them this weekend, and Bo Nix is another one of those young quarterbacks who has made quite an impression on folks. What do you see in him that makes you believe he's got long-term success, and what do you guys have to do to be able to defend him?
It's kind of the same thing with he's older than Jackson, but he's kind of got like his the way he carries himself. You know, he got a little moxie about him, as people like to say. And his learning process, you know, it's a learning curve in the NFL. His learning process was so sped up last year that he understands the game a lot quicker than a lot of guys kind of figure it out. So he's figuring it out. He got a chance to. The sky's the limit for him too. And so I think it's going to be a great game between us. So I'm just ready to go out there and compete.
If you want to know how to manage 2 minutes of crunch time football, I'm your man. But if you're wondering about a long-term financial plan, you should talk to Citizens. Hey, I can also talk lawn care.
I'd like to learn about a mowing routine.
Yes, I knew I could help. Make sense of your money with Citizens.
Well, you will compete against that defense,
Oh, yeah.
which right now is number 1 ranked in the league.
Oh, yeah.
You know firsthand from practicing against them what they're about.
Yeah.
Patrick Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year last season. What is it that we don't know about him that would impress us even more than what we think about him right now?
Man, I don't. I feel like he kind of got the spotlight, so like it's a lot of things you see, but he's quieter than you would expect, but you know, he's just a great player. He does everything right, got everything that you would want in the DB. So I think that matchup against him, like all the receivers, we're kind of excited for that.
Yeah, that toolbox is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, you know, it's not a lot of guys out there who can do all the things he can do at DB, so it's impressive.
And Benito had double digits in sacks last season, but already look at him now, leading the league, incredibly explosive. He causes a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he causes a lot of havoc, yeah.
What is it that leaves him so much under the radar with people? Because when you think about great sack artists, he usually doesn't get talked about.
Right. It's just because, you know, it's usually some type of move. They're like some big, powerful, you know, but Benito's get off is one of a kind. His get off, the way he times, snap counts and stuff like that is just one of a kind. But yeah, he got a lot of, you know, he got a lot of things that going great for him right now. He's doing great, and he's definitely somebody we gotta look out for as we're approaching this game because yeah, he can definitely cause havoc if he wants to.
All right, so how is that defense different than the defense you practiced against last year? And do you think that your knowledge of them could be to your advantage, or will it be to their advantage because they know you?
I mean, you know, they got a couple guys that's different back on the front seven and at the safety position, but I mean, I don't think they actually got to know me honestly because you know, my role is a little different here. So I feel like it's to my advantage in a way, just because I kind of know those guys. I know a majority of them, so I can kind of give them tips on, you know what I mean? Give my guys tips on them, kind of what to look out for, and they just know me, so you know what I mean. All they can do is watch film. So yeah,
and see, now when he says my guys, he's talking Giants guys.
Yeah,
now.
my guys. Yeah, like Wandell. Yeah, Hyatt, Bo Collins. My guys. So yeah.
Well, do you think you're going to be extra jacked up for this one?
No. You know, it's another game. It's the next game, so it's the biggest game. So I'm just gonna go out. I'm just excited to be able to compete again. You know, it's not. Every game's not guaranteed, so I'm excited to be able to compete and go out there and put my best foot forward and try to go out there and get a dub for the Giants.
Well, you did that last week, and you helped get the Giants that W that you're talking about. What else do you want to show in this game that will help them get that W?
Like I said, I want to show my yak ability this game. You know, I want to go out there and show that like I'm able to run with the ball, and also be physical on the perimeter at the same time. So, you know, I've been trying to hone in on that, and hopefully, you know, I can succeed at that this weekend.
All right, final thought.
Yes,
the altitude out there. A lot of people talk about it's an adjustment, and sometimes players don't adjust to it very well.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. All you can do is try to get your conditioning in and, you know, kind of get the oxygen tanks in on the sideline, hit those a couple. But, like, it's very real. You just got to be prepared, have your mind right for it, you know. But, you know, we're facing elements every day. Here it's get kind of cold, windy. You know what I mean? So we got to suck it up and go out there and compete. And I know we will.
Meadowlands win? Nah, no such thing. Meadowlands win. That's a figment of people's imagination, folks. Lil'Jordan Humphrey, thank you so much for your time. We wish you the best of luck. Great to see you once again.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.